I didn't see it. It's not showing live on me yet. We probably will. We're live. We're live. Brenda. So what's up with you, Paul? Anything new?
Just got done doing a ship and I just got done posting it. So running a little bit behind time. Mia hasn't been fed yet. She's pissed.
That should be all right.
I don't think she's going to starve to death.
That's like mine. Mine, I not feed them all day and it'd be good.
Just a minute, me. Just a minute. Just a minute.
We had a quick game last night for some reason.
Oh, really?
Game was over with by 9:15. There was a lot of running, a lot of ground, a lot of passing. So the clock just kept running, which was good. In Mandeville, the first quarter was 0-0. Man, it's kind of shook everybody up because we were playing a team that could beat us, but it was like we're not playing, you know. And then we had a block punt right off the bat. That helped, and then we didn't do anything. So they get the ball back. We finally score in the second quarter, and then they got a punt again. We block it again, and pick it up in the end zone for a touchdown. That did it right there. Then we exploded. So they go to the second round next week now.
So
next week's probably the last.
Closer game than you thought it was going to be?
Oh, it was 31-16.
Oh.
But next week, I don't think we're gonna win.
Really? Who are you playing?
We're playing West Monroe. And everybody was saying, we got to travel. I said, no, we don't. That's 5-hour drives, 300 miles. But I said, no, we don't. They changed it this year. The higher seed stays at home. No, we don't. You can't play back-to-back home games until the third round. I said, stop and listen. They changed it this year. And everybody kept saying, no, they don't. They get no. This. Even the athletic director at Mandeville said, no, you're wrong. I said, okay, never mind. So the game's over. They said, see y'all next week right here at Sid Terrio Stadium for the second round game. And with a home field. Now, it's good because it's going to be 30-something degrees. And if we were up in West Monroe, it'd be in the teens and probably snowing. So I'm so glad I'm not going up. Yeah, Mandeville won 31-16, and my favorite player, the dad that spends a lot of money, they had a fumble and he picked it up, and I got the best picture of him reaching for the ball. So that was nothing but money. The dad looked at me and said, "Just take my money." Hey, Randy, what's up? You're talking to me and Paul's chair. This is the Paul chair stream. But I got to make a doctor's appointment, have my foot looked at, because I've got orthotics, I've got all kind of stuff. I got new shoes, I got everything. And I wake up after these games and I can't walk on my left foot. It takes half a day for me to get my foot back. It hurts so bad. And when I do this, I can feel something in the ankle popping. I'm gonna get a rubber band and tie it to a weight and just do exercise on it to see if I can strengthen something. You know, orthotics was supposed to help, but it didn't do it. Yeah, next week's game, we're playing at Powerhouse. This team is, they've got a team down here in New Orleans area called John Curtis. They've got probably 17 or 18 state championships. And we're playing West Monroe from up north, but they're coming to us. That's the good news. And they've probably got 17, 18 state championships. They're the John Curtis of the north. They just, nobody wants to play them ever. And they're a low seed this year, 21 seed with number 5. So they have to come travel, which is, they got just like 300 miles. So it's a 5-hour drive. I can tell you that much because I've driven it. And I was saying, boy, I'm glad it's the change this year because I don't want to drive. And they traveled last week and they got to travel again this week. That's going to be the only edge we got, is that this team's had to travel both weeks. And this week, I think they had to travel 200 miles. So it's a 500-mile 2-week deal with them. So it's going to, hopefully that'll tire them out a little bit. But these are some big fellas, man. On the court. These are real football players. When they're up in North Louisiana, they're close to, in that Dallas region, you know, like in that same area where all that cattle up there, they must eat steak every day. Yeah, these guys we're playing next week, Paul, are big boys.
Really?
Yeah, I was saying they got a team down here called John Curtis. They've got about 17 to maybe 20 state championships. They're good. The team we're playing next week, West Monroe from up north, probably got the same amount. They're deadly every year. Nobody wants to play them. They were 21 seed. They played a 13 seed last night, beat them 35-14.
Well, they didn't blow them away, but they did.
Oh, they blew them away. It was 28-0 in the first half. So the game was over with in the first half. But these are big fellas, and you cannot get behind on this team. You'll never beat them. So I have a feeling that next week may be the last week because we're not playing that good. I mean, we're really not playing that good.
So your star players aren't stepping up?
Well, the star player's hurt. He got hurt.
Oh.
And then we've got another star player, but they're doing this. The coaches are going to the well too much and doing the same shit. They got to mix it up a little bit. When they mix it up, we got great plays. When they do the play action with the Bayham, they've been running them off tackle, you know, or sweeping them. And then they'll sweep, then off tackle. Then they'll try to go up the middle with them. Quit. Hold the ball, throw it to Giacchetti or somebody coming over the middle. They do that and they make 30 for 35 yards. It's like, come on, people. You see what you're doing, do it. The only thing that saved us the last couple of weeks is we had 2 block punts last night, and we had 3 interceptions. Yeah, 3 interceptions and a fumble and 2 fumbles. We would have had 3 fumbles, but they said the guy was down. It was no way. Ball was rolling on the ground before he hit the ground. So the defense.
Corey Mano, good morning. East Coast, good morning. Yeah, you know, the sad part of it is you probably would make a better coach than some of their coaches because you watch it all, you know?
Well, I played till I was in my 30s. You know, I played longer than a lot of these coaches. I tell you what happened a few years back. LeCompte, one of the biggest coaches in Mandeville history. I'm standing. We had lines where we couldn't go past the 30-yard line. That's as close as we could get to the team. And they had it blocked off. That's where they want us. And you got to abide by it because the coaches could say, I don't want them on the sideline. You know? So my son's playing for Mandeville during this time, and they're in a playoff game, and Mandeville needs to get a first down. And they've been stagnant. And I'm looking at the defense, and this is in about the 3rd quarter, And LeCompte is starting to call the play, and I'm looking at the defense, and they got a safety inching up over the top, kind of just spying. And I look at the safety, and I look at LeCompte, and he's doing all his hand signals, and I knew him. And I look over, and he's calling like a wheel pattern going around outside, and his safety's been inching that way. So it's going to be an interception. So I said, man, don't throw it. Don't do that wheel route. Don't throw it like that. Come over the middle. I'll wait for him to get back. So Lance, hey Lance, your team win last night?
Not Mia, she's got a routine, you know.
Yeah, got to go out underneath the bush.
I have to put her bowl down. Then I have to walk around the island, stand on the other end of the island for a minute or two till I hear her start nibbling on it. Then I can come back.
Well, she's got you trained.
Yep. What are you doing? Did you finish it?
Wow, Lance.
Be right back.
He tried to come back. Yeah, we won last night 31-16. So we're in the second round now. Oh, ready to go back to sleep. Yeah, our first quarter, Lance, was 0-0. Looked like we couldn't do anything. And then we blocked the punt. Didn't do anything. Got the ball back later. Scored a touchdown finally. Did a pretty good series. Then they got the ball. We blocked the punt into the end zone. Picked it up for a touchdown. Went up 14-0. That was it. Once we blocked that second punt, we took over. But we had 3 blocked punts last night. 3 interceptions, and it was 2 fumbles, and one of them should have been a fumble. So it should have been 3 fumbles too. So it would have been like 7 turnovers. What's up? What's up, Sean? You're on the C. Paul's Chair show.
Psych.
Is that Sean or is that Justin?
No, it's me. I'm on his account.
It
just always defaults to his shit.
I heard that comment last night.
What
Bunch
comment?
of Joes in the ring shooting pictures.
Yeah.
I put on there watching.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, you know, I had to go do the pose, and then she ate her dinner.
She got you trained, I'm telling you.
Why are you posing for me to eat?
Well, what I do is I've got an island in the kitchen, and I place her dish down on the one end of the island, then I got to walk down around by the refrigerator, stand down there, and I hear her start eating, and then she starts eating, and then it's good. But I came back too quick because we were online, and she stopped. So I had to go through the motions again, and she ate her dinner.
Why do you have to do that? Just put it down. She'll eat it.
No, she doesn't. She leaves it. She lets it sit there and
Let
stares
it-
at me.
Weird.
Leave it there. She'll eat it eventually. Stop. She'll eat it when she's hungry.
I think it's all about the attention. Because right now she's standing over here looking at me.
She's saying, "Yeah, I got you trained."
Yeah.
Like
Marty-
mine don't have me trained. Y'all want a treat?
I see everybody got the result wrong last night.
Yeah, that was kind of a. I'm gonna be honest. That was a disappointing fight.
It was kind of weak, huh?
Yeah, Mike Tyson didn't put as much energy in it as I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna knock him out.
I guess Tyson's boxing career is officially over.
Well, he's just got enough money there to get his retirement sorted out, I suppose.
Yeah, he got like 20 million or something for doing that fight.
I think that's the only reason he's done it.
Well, here, did you guys watch the fight last night?
Yeah.
Mine stopped working after in the third bout. It just the wheel went around and the wheel went around. The wheel went. So
Oh, we all had that problem. We just had to keep refreshing it.
So I just turned it off. Who won?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul won, huh?
Unanimous.
Yeah, Tyson just wasn't. He just didn't have the energy.
I saw a picture of him after the fight. He looked like he was beat up.
He wasn't too bad.
He looked like an old man. That's what he looked like.
The one fight that was badass was a girls' fight, man. They beat the shit out of each other. But last time we watched Jake Paul fight, the girls' match was like the most intense one out of all of them. Yeah, the girls, dude, the one girl, she split her eyelid all the way open. I'm talking about she had a second eyelid. Or
Really?
not her eyelid, but she split her eye right above her eyebrow. And it looked like she had a third eye. It was just hanging, a big old flap of skin. Yeah, Netflix servers got fucking reamed last night for sure. Apparently Netflix is doing some deal with the NFL too, where they'll be doing the games and stuff now. So
Well, it pissed me off so much. I got up, came over here, and I canceled my membership.
Netflix should have stress tested their servers beforehand because they ran into a lot of outages last night because of that. Like their servers got way overloaded. Yeah, she actually headbutted her twice, Randy. She got 2 points knocked off for that. One girl headbutted the other girl twice.
So who won that? Who won that one?
I can't remember their names. I wasn't familiar with who they were, so I can't remember which one it was that won it. It was the white looking chick. She wasn't white, but she was like from. Oh, she was white. She was from Ireland or something. The other girl, I think, was from Cuba. Something like that. But the girls' fight was intense, man. They were just fucking blow after blow the whole 6 rounds they went. They just beat the shit out of each other. Actually, I think they went 10. They go 8 rounds or 9 rounds.
Six rounds is what they normally go.
Well, they all went different rounds. Like one of them went 8 rounds, one went 12 rounds, one fight. And I think it depended on what weight class they were in. I think determines how many rounds they go.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just assuming that.
I thought they were all 6-rounders.
Yeah, the Irish
Okay.
girl retained her title. The Puerto Rican girl should have won that because she was Puerto Rican. Okay. I can't remember.
Yeah, so he said that he thought that the Puerto Rican girl should have won, but the Irish girl retained her title.
Yeah, even with being getting 2 points knocked off for headbutting. But apparently that Irish girl's known for headbutting people. Like it's not the first time she's done it. From what that one coach was saying, from the Puerto Rican girl, he was saying that she's done that in a lot of fights. He was complaining about it when they were interviewing him.
The winner was Katie Taylor.
At least I think that was. I think her husband or her boyfriend or husband's her coach. I don't know, but he was complaining about the Irish girl always headbutting people.
Well, you know me, I don't like problems, so I went online and canceled my subscription.
Well,
Even
it
though
normally doesn't have.
I'm still subscribed until the end of next month, but it says if you just come back here and you just tell us you want to continue, and I no, and I left a comment and I said, you know, you guys aren't prepared. I'm too old for this.
Well, they don't. They never have that problem with their regular service. It was just that live event. I mean, there was millions of people all over the world that were tuning in all at one time. That was a problem. Because even Tim and Dominic started getting a little buffering issues too. They didn't get as much as we did, but me and Donald and Dusty, man, we were getting buffering issues left and right. There was a good 20 minutes where I couldn't even watch the fight.
Well, and the sad part of it is, I mean, there's some people that love to watch prize fights. I'm not one of them. I never, you know, I followed it just because of the names of who they were, but I'm not
Well,
go out of my way to watch a prize fight.
that's the same way I was. I don't watch boxing like that. That's why I didn't know who any of the other boxers were. Because I don't follow boxing either. I only watched it because of Tyson and Jake Paul. What was kind of a stupid though too was they didn't really have like a round table discussion panel of like ex boxers or anything. It was football players and fucking like movie stars. It was like you should have had like George Foreman up there. You know, you should have had a bunch of ex boxers up there doing all the commentating for it, and they weren't. It was Cedric the Entertainer. It was one of the a football player. Can't remember who it was, and then you had Jerry Jones from the Cowboys there, and then some chick. I don't know who the chick was that was doing the little desk discussion thing.
I see Ilhan Omar, U.S. Congress. She lost.
She lost.
Yep, she lost re-election.
Good.
I just don't understand, man. Like Iowa has been at 99%
Stop
reported
it.
for the last 3 days, and they still haven't
Stop
reported
it.
that last seat. It's like, what the hell is taking you 3-4 days to count the last 1% of votes? It's crazy. And California's one, they're just up to 86% counted. They were only at 71 yesterday. They stayed at 71 for 2 days. Didn't move.
Who was it? Was that?
That's John Durrett,
No, what state? What state?
California.
That figured.
And Alaska's sitting at 99% reported. And Iowa's been sitting at 99% for 4 days now. So I don't know what the fuck they're taking so long to report. I mean, they
They're
don't
trying
even
to
have a
find
huge,
votes.
they don't even have a huge population in Iowa. Like, that's one of those states that has a very small population compared to the other states. Like, they should have had their shit counted before everybody else. I don't understand what's taking them 3-4 days to count 1% of votes.
Yeah.
But 2 of the seats are California, one of them's Alaska, one's Iowa, and those 4 have been taking forever to do their final counts. So I think they should have deadlines. They should have to have that shit done within like 4 or 5 days tops.
Takes them a few days to get the dog sleighs through.
Well, and some states will hold off because they just want to do it just to be asses because they don't want to report a winner.
Yeah.
Because it might not be
What they
it might
want.
not be what they wanted. So they'll purposely drag it out just to piss everybody off.
Mm.
You just see Musk fight Bezos.
Hey, Justin, I'm not superstitious, right? So I'm sitting there yesterday before the game, and 2 weeks ago I was out there and I flew the drone before the game and they lost, right? So I'm sitting there and I start flying the drone yesterday, and one of the cheerleaders looks at me and she goes, "Didn't you fly it 2 weeks ago when we lost?" I said, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "You never fly it while the games are before the game." I said, "So what are you saying?" She goes, "They lose tonight, we're gonna blame you."
They lose?
No, they won.
I thought you were expecting them to lose.
I said, I told you, I didn't expect them to lose, but I wouldn't be surprised. Now, next week, I don't expect them to win because we're playing the powerhouse. Number 21, West Monroe. West Monroe's got like 17 to 20 state championships. They have some big boys from up north, all foreign boys, all each state, big guys. And they're coming down here, and they should not be a 21st seed because they played the 13th seed last night and beat them 35-14, but it was 28-0. They let them come back a little. So it was like, and the good news is that the way the playoffs are this year, it used to be that if you played a first round game, you couldn't have 2 back-to-back. You walk at me again, I'm gonna take that tongue and wrap it around your tail. So shut up. That's it. Give me that shoe. Put this shoe going on the crack of that ass. Come here. So you can't last year, all other years, they always bitched about it. They say, if you're the highest seed, you should be at home. So this year they said, okay, the high seed is going to be the home seed all the time. So you're just going to have to travel. So last night, even the athletic director said, no, we got to travel. I said, no, we don't. They changed it. So when it was all said and done, we're the home seed. So they got to travel 300 miles to us instead of me having to drive up there again. And they traveled last night to the 13th seed, which was 200 miles. So they got 500 miles in 2 weeks they got to travel, which is good for us. So that might be the only thing that gives us a break. But the following week, we're probably gonna have to travel, and that would be up to Baton Rouge, only 80 miles.
Well,
Now,
how
after
far is
that-
Baton Rouge from there?
80 miles.
80 miles. Okay.
So I could deal with 80 miles, but after that, if we got to travel to Neville, that's 500 miles. So we
Wow.
need Covington to knock Neville off next week. And Covington's not bad.
Corey, I think Musk would whoop Bezos' ass, you know, because Musk would probably
Yeah.
put that Neuralink in. He probably's got some exoskeleton suit he'd put on.
I think if Musk got in the ring, he'd get his ass beat.
Not by Bezos. Bezos is like scrawny as shit, though. He looks like a fucking cancer
I
patient.
still think.
He's just going to become the next Iron Man.
I've always said that that's who Elon reminds me of, is like real life Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was him, I'd have me a badass lair built like that too.
Yeah. So the flight I did by the stadium yesterday, the girls' soccer team was on the other field. So I went over there and I spied on them a little bit. The coach came over and he said, "Was that your drone?" I said, "Yeah, it was." I said, "I got some good footage, y'all. I got the goalie blocking a goal kick."
Your reputation precedes you, Joe.
You got the goalie blocking a goal kick.
It was a kick to the goal.
Right.
She blocked one.
Yeah. A shot.
Yeah, she blocked the shot.
The goalkeeper takes the goal kick.
Yeah. Okay, you got your proper stuff out. Now stop. But they had one of the girls kick one, and she made a pretty good block on it.
A save.
I was afraid to get too low to the ground because I figured the girls out there may kick the ball towards it. And I had the Neo, so that wouldn't have been good.
All right.
I don't know. The one project, Corey, I'm curious to see is the one they're working on, the Tesla robots. Because he's saying that one of those will only run you about 20,000, where like Honda's been working on theirs for what, 20 plus years now, and the one that they have now, it's like $1.5 million if you want it. Something ridiculous.
Hey Joe, I just had a nice meal that you'd probably like.
What was it?
Kate made me a stew. It was cabbage, sweet potato with chorizo sausage and boiled eggs.
That might be all right.
No, you said sweet potato on that.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide what I wanted last night. And I was thinking, well, first off, I got to have a beer. I didn't have any beer here. I said, because my ankle was hurting there already. I said, I'm going to get 2 beers. So I went and got a couple of the 20 ounce. And then I said, well, I got all these places to eat. What do I want? Came home, threw 5 wings in the air fryer with some tots. Did my pictures, went and ate those, and I was good. Saved my money last night.
Mm.
I put the pictures in the paper at midnight, went to bed. I couldn't sleep right off the bat, the ankle hurting. Woke up 2 o'clock in the morning with the ankle hurting. I'm gonna have to go get this ankle checked out.
It's weird that you only have 16 fluid ounces in a pint, and yet you do your beer in 20 ounce bottles, which is our pint.
They do them in 30, they do them in 24, they do them in 16, they do them in 20. I usually buy the 32s at racetrack because I get the 32 of them, two of them for $3, $1.50 a piece. And I was too lazy to go to racetrack last night, so I went to the Exxon, and it was I think it's a 24 ounce, maybe it was last night. The 24 ounce were $2 a piece.
That's still cheap.
Well, all I needed was a 24 ounce to kind of ease the pain in my foot.
Yeah, alcohol really isn't that expensive over here. It's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the moment, like a Christmas market's on in Manchester city centre, with lots of European stalls selling food and drink and stuff like that. And the beer can be anything from like £8 to £10 a pint.
Tell you what, the Neo has pretty good footage when you fly it slow.
Oh, is that what you flew, was the Neo?
Yeah, I had the Neo. It's easy to take the Neo and leave it in the car in case somebody decides to break in my car.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that camera.
I'm telling you, the camera's surprising.
Were you flying it with the goggles or with the?
No, I was with the RC2.
RC2.
I had to watch the tree lines because I was with the tree right at the tree lines,
Ah,
and they got what is they got some wires over there. I knew they were there, but I didn't realize how many they had. Usually you see like 4. It was like 10 that went on the same hole. But I was sitting at about 60 feet above them on the side, watching them practice, doing a couple of different angles. I don't even know if the coach saw it, but I don't know if any of the players saw it, unless one of the players pointed it out.
They probably heard it. The damn thing's
yeah, the sound, they probably could hear it, yep. You know, maybe some of the players couldn't hear it because they had their helmets on, you know?
No, this was soccer.
Oh, soccer.
don't wear helmets.
The girls' soccer team.
Now they got girls football too, don't they? In high school?
No, not at us.
Oh.
I've never
Now they
seen girls
have
football.
like Lakeshore, the team right down the street. They've got a girl kicker. They've had a girl kicker for like 8 years
On the regular team.
on a regular team.
But they, you know, there's some schools that have girls football, female football.
Yeah, they don't have. Now Mandeville a couple years ago did the it was a girls football game, but it dressed out the whole works, and I think there were 8 of them got hurt during the game, so they said that's it. Yeah, I was shooting a softball when it happened, and I kept getting the word from the stadium, another one's hurt, another one's hurt, another one's hurt. I mean, it was all serious things too, like broken a wrist. They didn't know how to call.
Did they actually even train to play, or they just played?
They put them in uniforms and put them out there. That was where the problem was.
So you're saying one of the teams has got a girl kicker?
Right.
So there's no rules specifying that it has to be all boys then?
No. If you can make the team, you can make the team, but you can't go in there and be a girl and say you're a guy. You got to be the girl, you know?
Mm.
You know, and I'll tell you, it was one team, who was it? So a couple of years ago, one of the teams had a girl that was a wide receiver. And everybody used to laugh about it, but that little girl was so quick. She'd catch the ball and she'd run out of bounds, you know? Catch the ball and run out of bounds. I don't think she got tackled 4 times the whole year.
I mean, if you're getting the yards, but
yeah, all she was worried about, they'd get her on the outside, they'd not pay attention to her, hit it, she get 15 yards to get out of bounds.
Stops the clock and stops her getting tackled.
Yep. But I'm telling you, if Mandeville's coaches don't wake their ass up this week, they're gonna go home. It's gonna be over with. Because this team we're playing is probably the best team we're playing all year. And I'm just telling you, they have got to. They got to talk. The defense has been saving them, but the defense has been really messing up too. They had a 50-yard pass last night that the ball was in the air and the defensive back is looking for the ball and he turns around to see where the receiver's at instead of watching the ball come in. And the receiver just takes it away from him. Why do you look back at the receiver? You're playing the ball.
What's up, Brenda, Dusty?
You know, it's like, God, darn it. And that's when we didn't have control of the game yet. And the team, if these teams pay attention, if you get to the outside on Mandeville, you're going to run forever. Because for some reason, the people we got, I think the people that are chasing you down aren't fast enough because they can't get the angles. But I had my money shot last night. I'll show you my money shot. That parent that has been buying all the pictures.
Oh, it was his kid?
Oh yeah, his kid hit the paper again. His kid is 0, right? The quarterback was hit. The ball bounced twice, bounced up in the air, and his kid was there. Hold on.
Interception, huh?
No, it was a fumble.
Oh.
It bounced up. It looks like an interception. It looks like an interception. But the ball hit the ground, bounced up, and as he was running, he grabbed it right there. So that right there has probably made me $100. I was so glad to be on the right angle to see him catch that ball like that.
What's up, Jody?
So did he go down right there, or did he move the ball?
No, he ran about 20 yards. I got 2 other plays. That was the best one because of the ball sitting right there.
Okay.
But this guy dives down and almost takes him out. And he's up in the air sideways, getting over him. The Mandeville guy almost took him out. And then he took off and he ran about another 20 yards before somebody tackled him. But that picture right there.
Deformed?
What is what?
Why does his foot look all deformed? The
Yeah,
one on the bottom.
His 1 foot.
Oh, yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
The one on the ground, yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's just on angle.
Yeah.
It's on angles. That's the bottom of the shoe.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pointing to that.
Yeah, it's the
I was
bottom
like,
of
it
the
looks
shoe.
funny.
But catching the ball like that made the picture, you know. Because I already know when the dad sees that one, you're gonna want like a poster, like a 36 by 24 picture of it. So that's $60. And then he's probably gonna buy a couple more. So you're looking at about $100, $120 on that picture right there. And then the next 2 are just as good. So you don't know what I'm gonna make on that.
Yeah.
You see that on his desktop? More Pornhub video board. What is that?
Hey, show me that. Please show me that.
Pornhub.
Here you go. Look. Show me where it's at. That right there, video board.
All the way over to the right. Does it say Pornhub all the way over there?
Yeah, right.
Number 204.
That's the video board right there. That's all the basketball girls. They go on their video board. That's what you saw.
Oh man. That's
one thing you won't find on this computer.
He keeps that on the other computer.
Nope. That's what I said that. Now I knew y'all were gonna say that. But you won't find that on my computer.
Hey Frank, how's it going? Frank Rizzo's here.
Hey Frank, Jody's looking for you.
Yep. The two of them seem to hang pretty tight, don't they?
They're never in the same room together, though.
No, I know it.
Might be a cousin from another mother. I printed my my bust yesterday.
Oh, you're busted.
Yeah. Kind of looks like, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I might leave it like this and give it to my granddaughter. See if she realizes it's me. But that's that filament I told you I bought. That was a matte color. It looks like a stone. Like
Yep.
that only took an hour and 40 minutes to print, and I messed it up because I had glasses on it, and I wasn't paying attention. I forgot I had the glasses on and ripped them right off.
Yeah, you do that sometimes when you got supports on shit too. I've done that a couple times.
Well, I had
Or the-
supports on it, but I wasn't paying attention. I forgot. I thought it was. I should have got the X-Acto knife and went like that, you know, because it was thin glasses and it popped them real quick. I said, God darn. So that's all right.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with supports because sometimes you'll break shit off, not realizing it.
But that came out pretty good. That was the one I did with the bamboo Maker World where you put the picture in. It came out pretty good. This is the other one I did. The other one I did like this.
That's what happened when I did when I made the naked lady light switch.
No,
She had hair and it was attached to the supports, and I went to rip the supports off and her hair came off and she looked like a bald naked chick. It was a light switch cover.
so this is the thing. Next week, we got a cold front coming through, a good cold front coming through. So the temperature next Friday morning here is supposed to be 38 degrees. The temperature high for the day next Friday is supposed to be 46. So the game is here. So it's gonna be cold Friday night. But the best part about it is if we had to travel to West Monroe, it's probably gonna be in the teens up there. So
Oh yeah, starting Wednesday it'll be 55, and then it goes down in the 40s on Thursday and Friday in the morning with the high of 66.
yeah, we dodged a bullet on that one.
Like all our highs are our highest for the next week or so is 80. All the rest of them are in the 60s and 70s.
I told y'all my son's out of work right now, right?
Yep.
He
thought
went
you
to
said he
work the
went
other
back.
day.
You said his
Well,
back or something, didn't you?
Yeah, his back was hurting him, right? He couldn't figure out what's going on. They said his kidney function had dropped to like 40%. So it was because he drank too much Saturday at the wedding, and he was drinking energy drinks. And they figured out that had to be what it was. So he's got muscle relaxers for his back, and he's got to get his kidney function to 60% before they let him take him. And he was at 57 the other day, so they said you got to wait because it'll hurt you. So he's got to go back Monday morning to have it checked. But the doctors already told him you're out for at least another week, like that, because they did an MRI and it's not his kidneys that was giving him the pain. It just was part of it. When he lifted weights the other day, he did what they call a hip squat or something like this, where he goes down real low with the belt. And he said he didn't feel anything, but when he did, he separated his pelvis.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
needs to slow down on that working out, man. He's going to hurt himself even worse.
Yeah, he had a separation in the pelvis. So he's got to go to physical therapy so they can get it all popped back right.
Did that straighten him out a little bit as far as up here, knowing that he can't do it?
Oh, hell no. No, because he was telling me, he said, yeah, I was doing sit-ups and stuff at home, and it hurt like hell. I said, well, why are you doing them?
Well,
I
the
said, you're
thing
not
is,
helping yourself.
yeah, and the thing is like working out's great and everything, but you got to give your body time to rest between workouts. You can't just be fucking going full bore every single day or you're going to hurt yourself.
He goes in
You're
every other
literally,
day, but he goes full bore.
like you're literally strengthening but weakening your body at the same time
Yep.
because you're
You
wearing
break
your
it down,
body
put the
out
bill back.
faster.
So he's going to be out for about 10 days altogether. He says he's bored as hell because he can't do anything. He can't really go anywhere. And he says he's in pain, you know?
Well, is he back with his girlfriend or no?
Yes and no.
I hate
She went
fucking
over
muscle
there and
relaxers.
watched a couple of movies with him and then went home, and she said, you need to get a massage. I'll come over and give you a massage like that. So she come over and rubbed his back a little bit.
I hate muscle relaxers though.
Yeah, I wouldn't
They
take them. I don't like them. I
one,
told
they
that to one
make
of the
me.
moms last night. My back was hurting me last night by the end of the game. And she looked at me and she said, and she's one of the freshman moms, one of the new ones. And she says to me, you look like you're hurting. I said, yeah, my back hurts a little bit. She goes, you need to get one of them massage machines. I said, no, I just need to get somebody to give me a massage.
What'd she
The,
say?
th-
She just smiled, you know.
the thing is like for me, muscle relaxers. Every time I've taken them, they've always made me super drowsy, which I hate.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I sleep so hard when I take one. I wake up in the morning and I feel stiffer than when I went to bed
What's the
because
name
I
of
don't
it?
move around at all. I just fucking I'll get into a position and just boom, I'm out.
Parafine Forte or Nor something Forte. It's two different muscle relaxers. Those things knock your ass out.
So that they gave me a couple of times over the years was God damn it, what was the name of them? Um, yeah, I can't think of the name of them. So I got a whole
I hurt
bottle
my
of them that I've been sitting on for over a year and haven't taken them.
I hurt my back one time in the Marines, and I was having spasms anytime I kind of moved. Why I'm not? It's got to sign that stupid ass thing. So hell. So they gave me a pill. Every time I'd really lift anything, I'd get spasms if I turned fast, and I was having so much problems with it. They gave me a pill called Tylox. And the doctor told me, he says, okay, I'm sending you home. You need to go to bed. I want you to go home and eat a breakfast, wait about 30 minutes and take this Tylox. When you take the Tylox, make sure you got everything turned off that you need turned off in the house and go to bed because you will knock out. And he said, and when you wake up, eat something and take another one and you'll go back to bed. And I looked at him like, is it that bad? He says, yeah, you can sleep for 8 hours. And I took that sucker, woke up 8 hours later. I said, God darn it. But it just completely makes you. I woke up. I actually woke up and I couldn't move. I felt like I was paralyzed. It's like the alarm was going off and I was looking at the alarm and said, that looks cool, but I can't turn it off. And he only gave me 3 pills, 3 of them. He said, I can't give you any more. Said, sign up. So why is this telling me this? Why won't it export? Don't sell with me.
Flexeril, that was what they gave me. Flexeril will make you tired of shit. I took that shit for like a week straight when they gave it to me the first time, and dude, every day I just felt so drowsy all day, every day. It was like to the point I was like, I can't take these anymore. Like I would sleep all night and I'd wake up and I'd still feel like I hadn't slept all day. And I just want to go back to sleep. Like I literally was just sleeping nonstop for a week. Yeah, I got a whole bottle of Flexeril I've been sitting on for over a year now. It's sitting in my medicine bin. I haven't done anything with, so I refuse to take them. It's nice here today. It's probably like 70 out right now. Clear skies, not a single freaking cloud in the sky today. It was crazy yesterday. We got on the bus in the morning and it was just so dark and cloudy and there was fog everywhere, really thick fog. And then went home, came back for a second run, just clear skies, nothing. Completely different in the afternoon time.
Stupid thing. I'm up, me and this place gonna fight in a minute.
Huh.
I'm trying to do a video and it told me I got paid extra assets in it. And I've done everything the same I've always done. And I've got a lifetime membership on this thing. Now I got to see what it took out of it.
What is it? What is it, Joe?
Tomorrow. It said that I had to get a free trial and I'm signed in. And I've got lifetime on this thing. It said, yeah, trying to find out what it took off. It took off my title. I put on every other one. I got to find out why the title's off of it.
I get through this week.
It's
I got
not
9 days off.
Everything else works. Okay, let's go figure this out. And I'll call them up and say, look, I got a thing. Why y'all changing something that I already had? You know?
Yeah, well, that ain't the first time Phil Moore's done some stupid shit like that. Remember like a year and a half ago when they told everybody their lifetime licenses didn't mean anything anymore?
Yep.
And they were going to start charging you every time they did an update?
What the fuck does this keep doing that for?
Yeah, I don't see where this is a paid title.
You sure you're logged in
Just
the right
change it.
account?
Yeah, I've never signed up. I don't know why it's doing that. I could fix it. It's easy. That's an easy fix, you know what I mean? And see, I'm looking at it right here. It's not a paid title. The one I'm using is not a paid asset. And that's the only thing they took off. So I don't know what they did it for. So I could redo it. I'll put it in under, maybe something happened where it picked it up wrong, you know?
Jump off. I'll catch y'all later. See me.
Later.
Have a good day, guys.
Oh, crazy thing. It's a bold. What's the title? What is the colors? Just enough to aggravate me, that's all. I wonder what TJ's at this morning.
Well, I don't know if he doesn't usually work mornings though,
No,
but he's got that new job too, so who knows?
no, he probably don't.
So, Justin, when do you go back to school?
He left.
Oh,
He said he'll see us later. I think he goes Monday.
and then he's probably off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Not next week.
Oh, that's right. That's not
Week after.
Thanksgiving week. No, all right.
Yeah.
I think he's off for 9 days.
Nine-day spring vacation.
I won't exactly call it spring, but
Or is it winter break? I don't know.
I think we're kind of going from autumn to winter.
Oh,
Now, Mark, have you ever been to Windsor Castle?
That's a damn good question, that. I've only actually been to London sightseeing once. And I don't know, and that was when I was at school.
A school trip?
Okay. Yeah. The only other times I've been to London have been usually to meetings at the Civil Service Club. Or to visit friends of my ex when we were together who lived in one of the boroughs of London.
Because all these assets, the ones that are paid have a little heart by it. The one I'm using does not have a heart by it. So what the hell, you know?
Mm.
Oh, hate when I gotta figure something out. When I've got everything set and it's gonna change me.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, because you know, you don't know what your change there is gonna change something later and it goes, it like snowballs.
Well, it's just one title. That's all it is. But it's the principle of the thing. I have it the way I want it, and I want it to stay like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to make it up every time I do it. That's why I bought the thing. So I could fix it and leave it alone. Good red. I really don't need bold. Take bold off. Yeah, actually, it looks better this way too. The new way will look a little bit better.
Really?
Well, it's the same thing. I'm just changing colors a little bit. Yeah, if it works, I could deal with that. Okay. Now, let's get rid of this. And let's see if this does it now, because I don't have the assets. See, now it's working. Same title, and it's not asking me to change it.
Hmm.
Stupid.
Oh, it's just going to overwrite it.
Well, I just killed the other one. I just deleted the other one. I'm redoing it. But all I did was put the title back in there. And it just did it a different way. But I looked at the titles to find that title, and the title does not have a heart on it. So why are you stopping me?
Hmm.
Thanksgiving break, yep, that's right.
Hi, Dre. Russell.
Look, Dre.
Yep, Dre kind of corrected me because I didn't know. You know, once in a while I can't focus and he pointed out that it's a Thanksgiving break, and then it's a Christmas break, and then it's spring break is in sometime in,
It's Mardi Gras break and everything else around here.
Yeah, spring breaks in April. And Jody.
But title came up that time. Looks good.
hello, Russell said he didn't get a notice that that we were on.
Need to find out if what you call got his football got his Air 3S yet.
Hey, Don, no, he hasn't.
Good question.
Yeah, because he said
But
I think it was
is that Air 3S going to be that much better than an Air 2?
yeah.
Why? What? Tell me why I should even consider doing something like that.
You shouldn't consider it. You're good. For
Yes.
what you do, you're good.
Everything I do, I'm not wandering. I'm not doing anything. I'm flying the same route all the time.
Yeah. For what you do, you're good. Air 2S is perfect for you. The only thing with the Air 3S is going to be you're going to have an extra camera, which you're probably never going to use. It's going to have the LiDAR system for avoidance, which is going to be a little bit better. It's going to come back to you better. It's going to have a little more control with the OC4, so you're going to have better transmission.
A bit more
But
speed.
it's not like you're going a mile away. So that's why you're good with the saving money.
I got the notification again today, rear sensor issue.
What I would do is I'd get the other one and go in the backyard and fly the other one around a little bit and see what it does. But I would take that one and contact DJI and let them know that you've tried to do everything and it's not working, and get them to take it back. You never know. It might say like 50, 60 bucks to send you a brand new one.
Yeah, Russell, I don't think Paul's going to be taking off from inside his garage. But yeah,
No.
it is pretty cool the way it does
Good
things
morning,
like
Rodney.
that. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Rodney, what's up?
Yeah, I just didn't know whether I would be making a trip over to Canada to pick one up because they got them in stock over there.
I wouldn't buy it. Don't buy it. Because first off, you're gonna have to fly it with the RC2, and you don't like the RC2 because it's not bright enough for you. So it's all the different factors. Just until you don't have an Air 2S, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing in my mind was thinking, if they're in that much demand, if I went over and got one, could I make some money by putting it online? I'm going to pay. I'll pay a premium because of the dollar difference.
Yeah, you're not gonna make enough money.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it.
Well, he'll make money on it, but he ain't gonna make the money he wants.
I mean, people are still hoping that they're going to get the one they've ordered. Although Donald seems to think that he isn't going to get it because customs have said that they're holding it.
He's gonna get it eventually.
No, I think he was asking for his refund last night.
Well, if it's being shipped with his name on it, I don't think they'll refund it right away, will they?
No, I don't think they will.
Because they've got to get it back. In other words, like if they did a refund and it ships to him, what's to say he's going to send it back to him or even.
Yeah, but he's only got 15 days to get his refund in. Well, they've held it for that long.
I think he can apply for it, but I think it'll be out there until they get it back.
Mm.
Sure. Yeah, looks good.
I mean, if you paid for it on PayPal, you can just tell PayPal it didn't arrive. I want my money back.
I ordered some shirts on PayPal with PayPal from a company. It was 9 shirts at like $30. One of those like Temu account things.
Yeah.
And ship perfect, and ship perfect. And then it says out for delivery on the 14th of last month. Never showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I checked it and they forgot to put this what don't make sense. I've been in this building for 16 years. I've lived here for 16 years. Everybody that delivers here knows me.
Yeah.
So it's got my name on it, but it don't have my apartment number, so they don't deliver to me. Because the apartment complex will not accept the package anymore.
Dre
They were
says
getting
that Dre says that the 15-day return policy doesn't take effect until it's officially delivered.
Right. It's got to be
right.
delivered. So I'm sitting there and they say, you got to call the company. PayPal said, you got to contact the company first. I contact the company. I get no response from the company. I said, I don't think you put my address right. I said, it had to, when I paid for it through PayPal, it showed my apartment number. Y'all did not put it on there. So I went to the resolution center finally, and because I mean, it was a week, it was like 2.5 weeks. So I went to the resolution side of it, and within a day I had my money back. But shirts never did show up. And that's the second time I've ordered shirts like that through people. They said out for delivery and I never got them. So I'm not doing that anymore. They could keep them. Well, I tell you, when I woke up this morning and I looked at that schedule and I saw that we're the home team this week, like they said it was going to be, that made my day. I mean, 300 miles to a game, 4 hours at the game and 300 miles back sucks. And we did that twice last year. I'm hoping somehow one of these seeds these 2 seeds above us get knocked off. So because we don't have to play the 1 or 2 seed unless we get to the dome. And that's in New Orleans. The only time we really have to travel is if we have to play the 3 seed. And if they get knocked off, we stay at home the whole time. That will be cool. They have a 50-50 raffle that they do every week for the baseball team, right? The softball team. And if they collect $1,000, you get 500. That's how they do it. And it's $5 a ticket, 5 for $20. So I've never bought one because I just never carry cash. So a couple of weeks ago, I had cash on me, forgot to get it, and I think the winner, it was like $4,000. The winner got $2,000. So last night I had cash on me. I bought a ticket. So at the end of the third quarter, they go ahead and they announce the winner. The winner gets $1,250 cash, right? My ticket starts with 150967. They come out with a number 22930 something something. Everybody looked around at each other. Nobody's got tickets with 2s on them. When it was said and done last night, come to find out they pulled it out of last week's tickets. So the coach is having a fit. So whoever pulled it out the wrong. They had last week's ticket. They pulled it out of. And they said, now what are we going to do with this 1250? And we got to pull the right ticket, but how we're going to do it, you know? So that really threw a wrench in the works. They should have figured it out last night. I still have my ticket. Because if they still got all the tickets, they need to come out next week and say what happened.
Here you go, Joe. I think I'm going to snack a little bit on some Pop-Tarts.
I get the ones from Walmart. They're cheaper.
These are brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
I had grits and eggs and sausages this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
You love them grits, don't you?
Yeah, I like it. It is 60 degrees right now. It's supposed to be 70 today. Trying to decide, because I'm not working on pictures yet, because I don't need to. Trying to decide whether I want to go fly or I want to just take a break.
How's the weather?
Beautiful. 60 degrees. No wind. Wonderful. Because like I said, I flew yesterday. I got that little one finished. That's a nice little, it's actually kind of cool. It looked kind of cool. Just taking off from where I was sitting, flying it over the stadium, over the soccer field, and taking pictures of them doing soccer, just a little spying on them, you know? A little short and sweet, 2.5 minutes.
You know, I still haven't flown that Neo.
You got to, Paul.
And I got 2 of them.
I know. My other son, my Marine Corps son, I got to see what happened. He had the Marine Corps ball last night. He was on a sword detail. He says, that's the bad part about being an officer. You're on a sword detail all the time. You know? I said, yeah, sword detail sucks. I used to hate that. It's just, you don't do it every day. It's not like carrying a weapon. It's not like carrying a rifle and all of it. It's a whole different thing. But he went to Camp Lejeune yesterday to medical because he's been having acid reflux. And it's been real bad. He's waking up in the morning with his throat hurting. So he's getting ready to go on a ship in January for a month, then come back, and then 3 months later go on a 6-month. So they looked at him yesterday, or day before yesterday, and said, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to schedule you for a scope in the beginning of January, and you're not going on the ship. They said, we're going to take you off of this one. Because the doctor said, because we got to figure out what it is, because we think you might have a hernia. And they said, you're not going on that ship. You might go on the next one, but you're not going on this one. So he had to go let his command know that chances are he's being taken off, which they were trying to do it anyway, because both of the maintenance officers were going again, and they need to keep one back. And they don't know why they keep doing that, you know? He was in Alaska trying to maintain. They'd call him and ask him questions in Alaska from North Carolina to double check stuff, you know. And he said, well, "Why are we both here?" You know. So it looks like he's gonna get a break. His wife's gonna be happy. He said, yeah, she's dancing in the streets, that he don't have to go. But she's getting ready to she's a physical therapist tech, and she got a job lined up now over there doing physical therapy work. So she may start working on the side. And he said that she's going to make about $2,000 a month doing this. And he told her, he said, just take your money and do whatever you want with it. And she said, well, I'll take half of it, and the other half will just pay off bills and save. So she got a head on her shoulders too. But they save money and go on trips all the time. You got the money and you can do it, live the life right now while you're young. They got no kids, they got a dog, you know? And they got a neighbor that'll watch the dog when they go somewhere, and the dog loves it. Because they got another dog over there, so the two dogs just play. Oh, last night when I woke up, I looked down at I got next to my bed, I got two tennis shoes I leave next to the bed on the side. And then whatever I run around here, the flip-flops, sit on the side, right? I woke up, looked down because Loki lays there by my shoes. It was cold last night. He got up in the corner between the shoes, moved the shoes around, and he was all like underneath them almost, just laying in my shoes. That's what he does at night. He's got to sleep by my shoes. Cleo gets in her bed on the other side, upside down, wide open. She sleeps nasty. Hey, hello. Hello. You flying today, Paul?
I did one this morning. There's one downbound right now I could get, but
But don't look like there's much wind out there right now. Well, I don't see any flags, but the water doesn't look like there's a lot of wind. My granddaughter went to the doctor yesterday morning.
She all right?
Had double ear infection, both ears.
Oh God.
Speaking of which,
Not nice ear infections.
now no fever or nothing.
Mm. They're almost as bad as toothache.
My daughter better hurry up and send me that money she owed. Yeah, she had to borrow $250 from me to pay for next week's daycare, right?
God.
And she said that her boyfriend, the baby daddy, is paying me back. And I said, well, you shouldn't have to borrow from me. You should just get it from him. Well, you don't get paid till Friday. I said, okay. So she called me yesterday. She said, as soon as he sends it, I'm gonna send it, but he ain't sent it yet.
I thought he lived with them.
I know. It's like deadbeat. Capital B. Okay. First off, he's driving an automobile. He's not driving his, and he probably just needs a battery. So she's stuck sometimes without a car. She don't have the baby. That's the good news. So she's not stuck with the baby without a car. But he needs to start at least paying her insurance if he's going to drive the car.
Oh
And
yeah.
he needs to start paying half of that freaking daycare. He needs to get on the ball and start doing his responsibility.
Like over here, if he's not actually named on the insurance document, he's not legally allowed to drive it.
That's what he shouldn't be driving this car.
Mm.
He should not. He should fix his and drive his. If you don't like his, buy a new one. You know. But
Well, Joe, what do you think?
Yeah,
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. Maybe I'll try and go down and get the Elite Tregurtha.
yeah, go fly. You might have fun down there. Bring the other air to us and fly it and see what it does. But fly it, bring both of them with you, but fly the new one first, just around to see what it does before you fly it out there.
Okay,
You know, because it's probably nothing wrong.
I'll see you later today.
All
I'll
right,
see y'all later.
Paul.